to accept. A member of the cabinet said to me, it's not crazy to think this could be the last general election with the United Kingdom as it stands right now.
David Cameron could be the last Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and he knows that. He could be the last Prime Minister. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful morning for him if these numbers are right. He'll be delighted. All those people on the right of the Tory party who are just waiting to go onto the airwaves at 7 a.m, 8 a.m, and say that he'd failed and try and get rid of him and organise a putsch. I've got nothing to say. He'll be a hero in the Tory family, but he now faces the prospect of being the last Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and he has to come with some big offer, some big thinking about that, possibly some kind of federal arrangement. I don't know. That's what the Liberal Democrats
Do you think his instinct is still to keep the Union together?
Absolutely.
Because the cynics say, of course, it benefits the Conservatives if the Union falls apart, because they have a majority in England.
I think he would be devastated if the Union came apart under his premiership, and I think he will be thinking big thoughts about how to keep it together.
We remember the Queen purring when he told, or so he said, the Queen purring when she was told the result, and he obviously quoting it with approval.
And although the SNP has been very careful throughout this campaign to say we wouldn't necessarily have a second referendum, they've been very clear about that. It's almost inconceivable, if these are the results, that they would not start talking about a second referendum next year.
Nicola Sturgeon has a big issue about how she keeps her people in control. 100,000 new members of the SNP determined for, many of them wanting independence.
So it's Labour who's to blame then for the break-up of the Union, if that's what happened, because it lost Scotland.
If anyone is to blame, it's all the unionist parties, because when I was a boy, the Tories were a big party in Scotland. They vanished like snow off the dike, and then Labour's, the same thing has happened. I think it was the effect of Thatcher and then of Blair on Scottish politics. Both the big unionist parties have completely failed in Scotland, and therefore they're equally to blame.
And just on that, it seems as if Jim Murphy has almost certainly lost his seat. I'm sure
the
leader of the Scottish
Labour.
Labour Party. Not that surprising, but very painful for them, if that turns out to be true.
Well, we shall hear more, and as I say, it's 1:45. We've still